Episode 355. Your website needs an AI chatbot.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Studies on speed to lead show that responding to a website inquiry within about a minute can multiply your chances of conversion several-fold, while waiting just a few minutes causes those odds to collapse. Responding within 5 minutes can mean contact and conversion rates many times higher than if you respond later, yet most businesses still wait hours or days. The only realistic way to hit that kind of response time around the clock without hiring a night shift assistant is an AI chatbot. Hello and welcome to AI6. If you've been a long-time listener, well, thank you so much. And if you've been telling others about AI6, I appreciate you. If you're new, well, you are welcome to this podcast where I'm on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI in just 6 minutes a day. So today I'm making the case for why an AI chatbot should be on every business website in 2026. A proper AI-powered assistant trained on your content, answering questions in real time, capturing leads while you sleep, and giving you data about what your audience actually wants. I'm building one myself right now using DocSpot, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's about the speed advantage. Website visitors don't wait. Large-scale lead response research based on tens of millions of sales interactions has found that more than half of businesses still take days to respond to an inquiry, and sometimes over a week. Yet those same studies show that if you respond within 5 minutes, your chance of connecting with that lead and turning them into a customer can be many times higher than if you respond later. A recent study of customer service chats found that agents assisted by AI answered around a fifth faster on average, and customer satisfaction scores improved at the same time. Speed is not just a nice to have in the AI age, it's often the single biggest factor in whether someone becomes a customer or clicks away. An AI chatbot is the only scalable way to respond instantly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When a visitor lands on your website at 11 p.m. on a Saturday with a question about your services, the chatbot answers. No voicemail and no "we'll get back to you on Monday." That visitor gets the information they need at the exact moment their interest is highest. And then on to the conversion evidence. Platforms that have rolled out AI chatbots on their customer sites are seeing real numbers. Some report conversion rates more than 20% higher and issue resolution times nearly a fifth faster once a bot is in place. Other research from major tech and consulting firms suggests businesses can cut their customer service costs by around a third using chatbots and automation. And industry analysts now expect AI systems to handle the majority of routine customer issues by the end of this decade. In survey after survey, a strong majority of customers still say they prefer to talk to a human for complex issues. So why do chatbots improve conversions? Well, because in practice, the alternative is not a human agent. The alternative is no one. The alternative is an email that gets answered tomorrow, a contact form that disappears into a queue, or a phone line that goes to voicemail. The chatbot wins not because it is better than your best salesperson. It wins because it is there when your salesperson is not. And then there's insight. And this is the point that people miss most. But for me, I think it could be the most valuable of all in the argument for adding an AI chatbot to your website. Every chatbot conversation is data. Every session to your website is anonymized. So we see the dwell time, we see the source of that session, we see if they downloaded something, but we don't get deep qualitative data. But installing a chatbot gives you that. You get real, unfiltered data about what your audience actually wants to know. When someone types a question into your chatbot, they are telling you exactly where the gaps are in your content, in your messaging, in your product. They are asking the questions your website failed to answer. This is gold for any marketer, comms team, and business owner. You can use chatbot conversation data to identify the most common questions your audience asks and create content to answer them. You can spot where people get stuck in their journey, whether it's pricing, process, or even trust. You can feed those insights back into your FAQ, your sales pages, your service design. Over time, you build a feedback loop. The chatbot answers the question, you improve the website based on what gets asked, and the next visitor gets an even better experience. Think of the chatbot not just as a customer service tool, but as a live research panel running on your site around the clock. And I am building a chatbot for my own website right now using DocSpot. It is trained on my content, my frameworks, and my knowledge base. So when someone visits digitaltraining.ie or publicsectormarketingpros.com and has a question about our AI training or diplomas or how I work with organizations, the chatbot can answer immediately, hopefully accurately and in my voice. Obviously, in the early days of training, it will need some tweaks and I will take all of your feedback if you're using my chatbot. I chose DocSpot because it uses Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG. That means the chatbot pulls from my actual content rather than just guessing based on a generic model. It supports many languages, it integrates into a website with a simple widget, and it gives you analytics on every conversation so you can see exactly what visitors are asking. So this is practicing what I preach. If I'm telling organizations to build AI into their workflows, I need to be doing it myself. And if the data tells me something about what my audience needs that I had not anticipated, I want to know. So in 2026, websites without AI chatbots are like shops with no one behind the counter. Your visitors arrive, they have a question, they leave because nobody answered. The technology is affordable, it's accessible, and it works. So, are you going to do it? Start small, pick a tool like DocSpot, train it on your existing content, put it on your site, and then watch the conversations. The questions your visitors ask will tell you more about your business than any customer survey. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organization. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.